So we're talking about American Sniper, which I saw last week. And a lot of people have had a lot of issues with this film. Is it glorifying the American soldier? Is it racist? Is it, is it doing all of those negative things, excuse me? And I don't think it glorifies the American soldier in so much as it just shows what they go through. Now, whether or not this is completely accurate, I have no idea. I'm not in the military. I don't know. I was convinced, simply because Clint Eastwood's filmmaking doesn't allow, doesn't show our soldiers in any kind of sort of lopsided way, and at least in my opinion. I don't see. I like I said earlier, I see the day to day. Just the day to day. You're going and you're doing this job the same way you would an office job, and that's what these guys do. And at least that's the portrait. But like I said, it's a set of very unusual circumstances, even from a historical point of view. As far as wars go, it's very unusual. And there's been questions about whether or not it makes the Middle Eastern characters into stereotypes. I can't really say that, because there are really no Middle Eastern characters in this movie that are focused on, other than as the enemy. And but reasonably based on the regions that they go in, and because this is all seeing the war through the point of view of the soldiers, it's really just seeing it from their point of view. So they're going into a demilitarized zone, or a hot zone, I should say. And so we're seeing what they see. And the only people left in the regions they go into are and should be people that aren't supposed to be there. People that are there to cause a problem. Now that's according to the movie. The real life thing, that's different, but that's something else. I'm just talking about what I see in the movie. So what I see is a movie that takes place very much from their point of view. How they defend themselves, how they fight, what they do, the day-to-day operation. So, is it racist? I don't think so. Not in the perspective that this movie has. But look, let me tell you something. We slap racist on everything lately. Every time a movie comes out, every time a book comes out, every time somebody says anything, is it racist? Is it racist? Is it racist? I'm done with all that. I went to see the movie. I enjoyed it as entertainment. I enjoyed it. I got something out of it. And that's it. It's an entertaining movie. It does what it's supposed to do. It does take place from a very, very, very American point of view, especially the American male. And I think Clint Eastwood does a very good job. Now, you can have your arguments. Everybody's thrown everything under the sun at this movie, but at the very heart of it, I enjoyed it. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So let's move on to the trailers that I got for this. I got some new ones. I got two new ones. I saw 6 previews on this, but I got 2 new ones. One of them was In the Heart of the Sea, which, I don't know. It's an epic that takes place on the sea in 1820, and it stars Chris Hemsworth. And supposedly this is based on an event about a ship that's being attacked by a sperm whale. And supposedly this story is what inspired Moby Dick. It looked interesting. I'm not really big on these kinds of movies, but it looked interesting. The second one was Terminator Genisys, which I've talked about several times. I'm trying to focus when I see trailers over and over again. I try to focus on something new. I'm focusing on the girl who plays Sarah Connor, because she looks a lot like Linda Hamilton, a young Linda Hamilton. I have no idea who she is, but I'm gonna, like I've said before, I'm gonna see that one based on a brand name. Chappie, which I've talked about before, is the new film from Neil Blomkamp, who made District 9. I'm not as interested in this one as I was in District 9, chiefly because the story's just uninteresting. I saw the trailer again for Age of Adeline. This is a movie which Blake Lively apparently is immortal. And through some kind of something, she has to decide whether or not to give up her immortality in order to be in love with the man she's in love with. Sounds like someone's trying to recreate Somewhere in Time. I don't care much for Blake Lively, so not really. She's photogenic, but that's about it for me. But Black Hat, which also came out Friday. This was the movie I was going to see other than American Sniper. Then the Oscar nominations came out, and I decided that I needed to see American Sniper. So I was interested in this one until I saw the, like I said last week, I saw the Cinema Snob review, and they kind of really got into deep. The Cinema Snob and his friend kind of got into really deep insights into the movie, and it just kind of, after listening to their review, I kind of wasn't interested. And I read some other reviews online. Although I do generally like Michael Mann. I think the Miami Vice movie was terribly underrated. The last one I got, wow. The last trailer I got was for Mad Max Fury Road. And my applause to the people who put this trailer together, because I've very rarely ever get excited about one movie, but this one, and I'm not really big on Mad Max, although I am starting to watch the movies again. But the trailer looked really great. It was colorful. It had a lot of interesting music. It was energetic. And so I'm kind of interested in this one, so we'll see. But anyway, go see American Sniper. I do think it's one of the best films of the year. I don't care what anybody else says. Go see it for yourself. Debate it, talk about it, but see the movie, because I think you will enjoy it. I will be back with a review of Foxcatcher, which I saw last night. And until then, see ya.